Welcome back, Cordlings, to more Eschalon Book 3. You see a cheerful woman wearing an apron. She waves happily as you enter.
Welcome, welcome. Come have a seat. You look weary from your travels, as so you should be. Moonrise is quite a journey from wherever it is you came from.
I'm looking for the Black and Bone Tavern. I was told it was located here in Moonrise. Can you tell me where it is?
Shelter looks at you with a puzzled expression.
The Black and Bone, you say? No, I don't believe I've ever heard of it. Are you sure you're in the correct city?
Shelter throws a wash rag over her shoulder.
A tavern named Black and Bone does not sound like the kind of place we would have around here anyways. I think it sounds dreadful, to be honest. The kind of place a nice person like you would likely get burned.
Yes, I'm positive that I was told it was in Moonrise.
I'm really sorry, I've never heard of it.
Is there any work in the city for someone needing to earn coin?
Shelter turns to you and pauses for a moment, contemplating her response before speaking.
Sure, I have a task that needs completed. I'm happy to offer this task to you, however, instead of gold, I'll give you something else you need. I have a letter that must be delivered to someone. It's very, very important, and it's sealed with wax. You must not, under any circumstance, open the letter to read its contents. Do you understand me?
Shelter stares into your eyes like a predator stalking its prey, while she awaits your response. You feel quite uncomfortable.
I will do the task for you.
Very well.
Shelter reaches into her apron and pulls out a simple letter. It has a bright red wax seal impressed with the image of a wreath of flames. She hands it to you.
To the east in Elder Oak Forest, there's a secret clearing in the woods. A small band of rangers have an encampment there, and the leader of this group is named Ranamir. Give him the letter. Upon receiving it, he will give you a code word to signify you've successfully delivered it. Return to me with the code word, and I'll give you what you need. The ranger's secret camp is well hidden, but if you let the light guide you, you will find it.
I will return soon with your code word.
Don't open it, you say, huh? I'm definitely opening it.
Ranamir, if this seal on this letter was broken and altered in any way, kill the person who delivers it to you.
Oh, fuck!
She's just seeing if she can trust me, apparently.
Guided by the light.
I do like the blue light. It's nice for a change. Well, let's continue exploring the towny town here. Get that lock melt.
I'm watching you, asshole. I've heard you stolen from all the Eschalon houses.
You've heard correctly. I was warned by several people that Moonrise was a dangerous city.
Dangerous? Why would they say that? Moonrise is a wonderful city to visit and refresh your supplies. Stay for a while and take in the fresh sea air. The way I see it, if you're nice to people, they'll be nice back. And if you play with fire, you'll likely get burned. Do you know what I mean?
I'd like to play with your fire.
Do, motherfucker. Good old Abyssal Freeze. That's a good spell. Hopefully we can find that. Finding a lot of these spells also is going to be a great way of saving money. I like the shark tooth. It's cool. It's cool as fuck. We kind of need to go back and grab my hammer so we can sell to this blacksmith. Oh, here we have the church! A gentle-looking man dressed in light-colored robes smiles as you approach.
Welcome, my friend. This is the Temple of Rai, Bastion of Light. My name is Shepherd Nicholas, and I'm here to serve you. What can I help you with? Is there any work I can do to earn a bit of coin, old man? Perhaps there is. I've been asked to perform a task that is normal of my part of my priestly duties, but I no longer possess the strength to do it. Let me explain. A day's walk to the east, you'll find an abandoned town called Wanderer's Glen. The passing caravans avoid this place because they say the town is haunted. It's rumored that when night falls, a ghostly vestige walks the graveyard under the light of the moon. A mystic came to me some time ago and said the spirit is a wraith named Edgar, who refuses to leave this realm because he's distraught. It's unnatural for him to be here, and so we must force him to pass into the plane of energy by destroying him. Destroy a wraith? I can do that.
Bless you. When the wraith is destroyed, return to me, and I'll be sure you're paid for your service.
Hello, anyone home? Nothing to steal, fuck.
Well, it definitely looks like we can get back there. I think we'll beat this door down. This fucking door had more hit points than any door I've ever bashed down. This guard needs to stay the fuck away from here. I've been bashing it down so long it started raining. Holy shit nuggets. But we had to do it to get to this secret area. Said you were sick. I'm sorry I didn't listen, my sweet Mary. Captain Edward Mapleton, distinguished explorer. You're not supposed to be able to read this, cheater. Lucky numbers this week. Valera Mistletoe. Harvard Fieldstone. Turning this gravestone has caused something to happen. What could it be? That'll work for me. Yeah, he doesn't have enough to buy my hammer yet. We'll have to drop it off to him later. We want to get as close to the 2,000 coins as we can for it. Oh shit! You gonna fight me, Daddy? You can steal out of some vases and you can't steal out of others. It's a pain in the ass. Alright, so you can see this section of the wall is opened up from turning that tombstone. Whoa. Old Moonrise, New Moonrise. Alright, so this is the underground passage that will take us to Old Moonrise, which is part of the town that apparently the other part of the town in New Moonrise does not know about. I think these stairs go right up to Old Moonrise. Let's explore a little bit. I don't trust these gates. Atrox Deep, known by inmates as Contrition Hollow, has never experienced a successful escape in its 108-year existence. It is a place where the unpleasant members of society can be put and never feared again. If you're visiting an inmate, please follow all rules carefully for your own safety. If you're bringing in a new inmate, you must file paperwork with Warden Drustin and make the appropriate deposits. A guard will then escort your prisoner for you. Entry code 7611. Continue at your own risk. Well, now I'm curious. I'm gonna say, it doesn't look like anyone's alive in this motherfucker. The end is just the beginning! Alright. A moldy pile of bones. I see a pentagram here. Can only be released via a spell or designated key. We have a friendly beholder. Yamba berries. Yummy. Fucking delicious. Before you floats a menacing creature crafted of sorcery and birthed from another realm. The moment you make eye contact with it, you feel a telepathic knife pierce your head, nearly crippling you with the intensity. A voice speaks directly to you.
Show me your authorization, human. My authorization? Why do you sound like me?
So we need the Gilded Moon pendants to get in here. You feel the creature's gaze break from the link in your mind and focus on the pendant. It is examined carefully yet quickly.
The way is open to you, friend.
With that, the psychic link is suddenly broken. Your own thoughts are returned to you. You're left shaken and anxious. So I believe we can fuck up. A sense of dread floods your mind. You feel as if you made a horrible mistake coming here and being overwhelmed with fear. Your muscles tense and strain to move but cannot. You're held in a mental lock. Even blinking proves to be impossible. The voice comes to you again.
You are too curious about things that are not yours to question. You will be placed in the pit, and this world will soon forget you.
The pit is also home to a spine-back basilisk. Who can turn you to stone, fuck your day up pretty bad. Yeah, we might need to come back to get this secret. Whew! Boy, put a hurting on me. But we got divine fucking heal. Oh man, and he gave me tapeworms after I beat the guy? That is douchey as fuck. We gotta reload. Ended up having to burn my tier 2 healing potion. That's okay. We did it for the XP, folks. And, yeah, we got 1,000 XP for killing him, plus we got the... What are we at here? Whatever we got for the secret itself. Hopefully the Beholder doesn't remember us. The Beholder has a name, actually. It's Balgar. You can actually kill him. He's got about 300 hit points. The Gilded Moon Repository. Welcome to the Gilded Moon Repository. We strive to be the premier repository for all your valuables and commodities. Our security staff is second to none, and unlike other repositories which have been compromised, we will never allow your possessions to fall into the hands of marauders. In the event of unauthorized access, the contents of this cells can be portaled to another dimension until it's secure enough to return them. We thank you for putting your trust in the repository. More dignitaries use than any other. Gilded Moon. So we have 7 and 13. Alright, we got the book for bludgeoning, some hide armor. Nice potion of invisibility. A potion of ogre strength. Need an armor skill of 4 for that bad boy. I want to hang on to it. It's pretty decent armor. But it's also worth money. Chromium Spring Widget and a potion of restoration. And some reagents. Okay, well that's a quest item. And those are the only 2 that we can open for now. Welcome to Old Moonrise. Is this the Black and Bone? Why, yes it is. The dark-skinned woman has eyed you the very moment you walk through the door of the tavern. You get the feeling that she resents having another customer to wait on, as she is far less welcoming than any other tavern owner you have ever encountered. After a moment of awkward silence, she finally speaks.
Take a seat wherever you'd like. I'll be with you in a moment.
I'm looking for the owner of this tavern. I need to inquire about a warlord named Alundar.
Dania pauses and turns toward you with a suspicious look.
I am the owner of this dive.
She throws back a half-drank shot of whiskey, with a loud swallow, and then drags her sleeve across her mouth.
Alundar, eh? What do you want to know about that jackal bastard?
I was sent here under guidance of a friend. He said you might know of a way to win over the grace of Alundar, so that I might have a moment to speak with a prisoner of his.
The woman snorts out a condescending laugh, though you can tell she's truly amused by your comment. She doesn't immediately respond, though just before you're compelled to say something else, she speaks.
Alandar's not going to let you speak with any prisoner he holds,
she says while shaking her head, as if she's responding to an annoying question from a child.
Surely there must be...
Dania cuts you off.
Surely there isn't. I should know. Alandar is my brother, as much as I hate to admit it.
She holds up the empty shot glass in her hand.
You might as well ask to have the entire ocean put into this glass. You'd sure as hell have a better chance of getting that wish fulfilled.
I cannot accept this answer. I'm on a very important quest.
Oh, a very important quest, you say? Oh, well, that changes everything. Alandar always listens to foreigners who come to him on very important quests. I believe he keeps their heads on pikes outside his domicile so he can inquire from time to time as to how their quest is going.
Daniel laughs again.
Alandar is a Barian warlord. He is cruel and selfish, as all warlords are. See, Alandar was given an entire astral range here in northern Welderin as a peace offering to end a long-standing feud, and I was to be bonded into marriage with a northern warlord as part of the deal. I refused, and he threatened to behead me for insulting him, so I escaped and started a new life for myself here in Moonrise. If his own sister cannot earn his grace, what makes you think you can?
This is what has been asked of me, and I must try.
Well, it's your head. I can't stop you from losing it.
Daniel reflects for a moment.
Actually, that might be your answer. Alandar loves to collect heads, specifically his enemies. To him, a pile of rotten skulls is a garden of roses, a symbol of power and control. If you were to bring him the head of one of his foes, it might earn you his respect for a short while. And with that, who knows what's possible?
This is the best advice you can give me?
I see no other way, to be honest. Now, which head should you bring him? It's not like he doesn't have 100 enemies in each province of Eschalon. But I know of a particularly coveted trophy he would love to have. Do you know of the Akadai? They are amphibious tribes of Merklin, and they are aggressively territorial. Years back, when I was still young, a ship carrying spices passed too close to the shores of Merklin while navigating the strait. The Akadai's king spawn attacked and sunk it, sending 100,000 gold worth of spice into the sea. Alundar was enraged when he heard the news, but retaliation was not to be. Merklin is a soggy human swamp. Alundar and his warriors only know the arid and mountainous regions of Baria and the Astral Range. For him to attack the Akadai in Merklin would be suicide. Alundar knows this. As you can imagine, this is a significant unsettled matter for him.
So you're suggesting that I bring in the head of an Akadai king?
Ah, precisely, she loudly exclaims. Well, that's my suggestion anyways. You asked for it. Now then, buy a drink or get the hell out of my place.
Alright, we need the head of a floating jellyfish. She's got the alchemy book, the sword book, the bow book. We definitely want the alchemy book, however, we don't need it right now. Fuck, I don't need the meat. I don't need the meat that bad. I should be selling my steaks for the amount of money they go for right now. It's a lot of money for me. A wild potato. Here's the book, The Snows of May, that gives us what we need. Oh, I didn't mean to read that. Fuck me in the ass. Alright, I'm going to save this because I might put a couple points into bludgeoning for shits and gigs. Maybe at the end of the game. I don't know. Maybe we'll be a master of all weapons. We'll see how much gold we can rake in. We want to read The Snows of May here. And then here's the original thing said something about the word after spirits, or day rather, ending another day, so that's why the keyword was spirits. But anyways, just wanted to show you the book that went along with that puzzle. It really has no other use. It's a good little riddle though, if you don't know about it. Good little puzzle. I guess we can just sell iron ore too. The area marks the original established port of Moonrise, originally founded as a slave trading center and black market. Old Moonrise is in the process of rebuilding itself. The Merchant Council of Moonrise asks that visitors and residents of Old Moonrise work together to help re-establish this borough as a safe and prosperous area of the greater city. Now we can warp in between the two of them. Maybe this guy's rich. You see a heavy, jovial man with an enormous hammer resting on his shoulder. He smiles as you enter his establishment.
Welcome to Pike's Head. I make all kinds of weapons, including some shit you probably can't afford. I'm also a partner in the Guild of Weapon Trainers, so if you want some training, you've come to the right place. Look around, try them out, see what you like. Alright, I'll need to see your deadly skill permit first.
Deadly skill permit?
Shrock looks annoyed.
I don't know your reasons for wanting to become proficient using tools of killing, but around here you need to have a permit to train in weapon usage. It's not my rule. It's a city ordinance sent by the Merchants Guild. So you can buy a permit from the tavern owner down the street for 500 gold, or you can perform a task for the city of Moonrise to show them you're going to use your skills virtuously and not for criminal activity.
Tell me what task needs to be done.
Okay, a quest it is then. Shrock jubilantly affirms. About a day's walk southeast of Moonrise is an area known as the Boglands. You might have passed through it on your way here. Anyways, there's some mischief going on. The old Seed Wardens Guild. Travelers have reported that pirates and cutthroats have taken over that abandoned guild hall, which does not bode well for the caravans that we rely on. They're probably planning on raiding the caravans, which will cripple Moonrise's economy. Your quest, if you choose to accept it, is to go to the Sea Wardens Guild and kindly ask those squatters to leave. You might have to use some force to get the job done. I don't really care how you do it. Clear that place out, and you can have your deadly skills permit.
Actually, I've already cleared the Sea Wardens Guild out.
You have? Well, very well. I believe you're telling me the truth simply because I've received no complaints for a few days. So those squatters must be gone. Good job. You've earned your deadly skills permit. We show him our permit. Thank you. I know it seems a redundant formality that I ask to see it every time, but the law is the law. So I can train you in the art of swords, cleaving weapons, or bludgeoning weapons. Which weapon do you favor?
Well, we don't really have money to be spending on that right now. What do you have? Oh, you got the money, though. Got that necromancer hat. This has got, whoa, shit. It's a nice fucking shield. It weighs a dickload, though. I'm going to sell this for now. I have no way of getting close to being able to use it. And we need the money. Now we have some money that we should... We need our Grand Mage's hat. But I doubt they'll give it to us this early.
Feel free to steal my gold and my fish, asshole!
This building has not been used in many years. The ceiling is falling in and the stone walls have been pitted from the salty sea air. In this filthy room at the end of the pier, you see a suspicious man pacing back and forth. He yells at you as you enter the room.
This place is closed. Get lost. What is this place? This place was the world-famous Loki Dice Gambling Hall. My name's Loki. And this place is all that remains of everything I owned. The Merchants Guild of Moonrise decided my business was no longer welcome here, so they shut me down. That's too bad. I was looking to double my gold on a game of dice.
His eyes widen with interest. You were, huh? Well, I suppose we could play a game. You know, just between friends, I'm a bit down on my luck, and I could benefit from doubling my gold as well. So how about we roll some bones and winner takes the other's gold?
Sounds like we've got the game. Let's go.
All right, the man pauses. Say, do you got goblin dice? All my belongings was confiscated. All right, we can do some gambling here? Tell me more, tell me more. Get some goblin dice so we can roll bones with Mr. Lucky. Alright, we got a magey poo over here, it looks like. Alright, there's our alchemy book. plain sight. It's a pretty good find. I think in plain sight is spot hidden. Oh, this is hiding in shadows. Hiding is not just about finding a shadow in which to conceal yourself. Indeed, true masters of the art are able to hide in virtual broad daylight simply because they do not wish to be found. It's an ability that will become almost supernatural should you be persistent in its development. Where there is light, there is shadow. You need merely to find that shadow and utilize it to its fullest extent. If engaging in planned activity, be sure to scout the area ahead of time. Remember that the sun moves across the sky. It doesn't merely sit still. Know when and where shadows are going to occur and adjust your path accordingly. Be mindful of the clothing that you wear. Pick easily blending colors. For the situation at hand, hiding doesn't necessarily mean garbing yourself completely in black. Additionally, while a true master of stealth has little need, beginning shadowgoers often seek out certain magical accoutrements to increase their chance of success. There is no shame in remaining hidden, nor in avoiding being caught. Indeed, being caught generally has far greater consequences. Always remember, darkness is your friend, your companion, and your ally. Alright, you can't train in, actually, you can train in pick locks. That's really the only rogue ability you can train in here. And we don't really care about any of the rogue abilities anyways. We're going to hang on to that book. We're definitely going to hang on to alchemy because we can train in that. And we can sell in plain sight. Give me this. We need to go back to our house in Rock Hollow and stash a bunch of shit. This magic shop smells of sulfur and smoky residue from burned herbs. It's a well-stocked store, and through the back door you see a complex machine consisting of various spears intertwined. The mage of the shop is a tall and thin, dressed in dark gray robes. His skin is pale and his eyes are black as coal. He approaches you.
My name is Valx Greyraven. You are welcome in my shop to look about.
Have any jobs?
Why, yes, there is. I'm working on a potion that must remain stable for several years. The only reagent that can accomplish this is teeth from the troll. It's not easy to extract teeth from a live troll, and so my crafting has been put on hold until I acquire what I need. I know of a person in Elder Oak Forest, east of here, who dabbles a bit in witchcraft. Her name is Bazel, whatever. And I'm sure she'll have some troll teeth. It'd be best not to bother asking her. Just look around and see if you find some. Bring me back the teeth I need, and you'll be rewarded.
Troll teeth, eh? That's a new one. Sure, I'll get them back for you.
Well, splendid. I look forward to your return.
That's a magnificent machine out back. What the fuck is it?
Ah, so you like my orrery, do you? I spent 13 years constructing it, sparing no expense on effort to ensure the gears match the movement of the firmament. A good orrery will show you the future and tell you of the past. Mine is the finest ever made, I assure you.
What does it show of your future?
The mage smiles at you, his pale lips parting to reveal jagged brown teeth.
The movement of the heavens affect this world, governing the rise of tides and the flow of magma. Eschalon is under a great burden from the pull of its celestial sisters. Soon there will be a perfect alignment of celestial orbs that will put unfathomable stress on the mother sphere. She will shake and she will crack, of this I have no doubt. There's a pleasure in the old mage's eyes, at the confidence of his prediction, if not the event itself.
When will this happen?
It's hard to say. Although the gears of my orrery are nearly perfect, the slightest bit of error can throw off the accuracy by days, weeks, and even years. While I know not the exact moment of this event, I am certain it will happen, and it will happen sooner rather than later.
Thank you for sharing this. Tell me of your past.
It tells me that Eschalon has existed for eons and eons before the first human or dwarven kind walked the dry lands. Our world sphere has undergone great changes during past events, and will continue to do so. Such is the nature of cosmos.
Let me check out your shit. Ooh, I really fucking want this.
You can actually find one of these in the repository, so we don't need to buy it. fucking lock melt. Trap kill, lock melt. Oh man, ice lance. Man, I really want I want this compress atmosphere too. That's a really good spell. This guy's still charging a dick load, even though we got our mercantile up to 8. We need to get that mercantile book as well. Fuck it, I'm gonna buy. That's what gold is for. Man, I'm a little shy of lock melt. Just saves so much time from having to bash down shit. I don't really need... Potions can be lifesavers. We definitely don't need the cat's eye. Sacrifice that for a bit of money. We want to get detox as soon as we can. Another spell we really want. I'd love to get Abyssal Freeze and Ice Lance as well. We can probably skip Abyssal Freeze and go right to Ice Lance once we get the money. Ice Lance, just like in the last game, is going to be pretty much our to-go spell. Go-to spell, I should say. And we need more intelligence. Well, we better pump our 3 attribute points into intelligence next turn. Next level, I should say. How do I get out to those barrels? Ah, here we go. Let's check out this nifty machine. Rest now, my sweet Samantha. I will join you in the ether soon. Alright, we gotta do some of these quests. We're kind of like backlogged on questicles here. Let's deliver this letter, but I want to save first and see if this guy actually attacks me. Got some wild cabbage while we were walking through the woods. I'm not going to wear the cartography ring forever, so it is something we're going to want to get rid of once we get our training done. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and read the letter, see what he does. Ranma reaches out to take the note. Well then, let's see what we have here. He examines the note, taking special care to inspect the wax seal. His brow furrows, and you sense that he's not improving the condition of the note. He quickly opens the letter and barely even glances at its contents. At that moment, the letter slips from his fingers and begins to fall like a leaf from a tree in autumn. Before it reaches the ground, he has notched an arrow and drawn his bow, focusing the arrow's tip upon your forehead. He loudly yells to the others before letting his arrow fly. My fellow rangers, we have a wasp in our garden. And then you get fucking waxed. But we don't want to kill those guys because we're busy training off of them. Ranma reaches out and plucks the letter from your hand. Well then, let's see what we have here. He holds the letter to the light, turning it over carefully to examine both sides. He takes special care to inspect the wax seal, verifying that it's not been broken. After a satisfactory examination, he lifts the front flap on the carefully folded leather and finally proceeds to read the contents. After a brief moment, his eyes lift from the paper and he looks upon you. His lips press into a slight smile and he nods agreeably. Tell my sister Shelter that I received her note, and the code word she's looking for is Fireglow.
I will deliver the code word.
Hang on to my books. We can sell that. That's our cleaving book. Was all this shit taken off when I went to jail? What the fuck? Can hang on to that one. Probably won't use those till a lot later. Actually, I'm not even gonna piss away money on axes or clubs. I'm just gonna read these fuckers. I'm taking up valuable space. Our deadly skills permit, we better hang on to that if we do want to train. I think we can stash these pendants here now that we've used them. I don't know if we'll need them later. Guy's still broke? Must not have rusted that much. Let's, I'm looking for... I don't got a lot of gold yet, but I am looking for that detox spell. That's another important one that we want.
I delivered your letter. Ranomir's code word was Fireglow.
Shelter smiles. You're a trustworthy person. That's a good attribute to possess. Ranomir is my brother, and I often have him evaluate people for me so I can make sure I trust them. When you first came to me, you asked about the Black and Bone Tavern. I know of this place. It's here in Moonrise, but not the Moonrise you are in now. There's another part to Moonrise, but you must be baptized at the temple to visit it. You must also possess a Sigil of Fire, which is a very rare ring. I cannot tell you where to locate one, but the curious adventurer such as yourself shouldn't have any problems obtaining such an object. Now then, in the dark of night, after the sun is set and the moon has risen high into the evening sky, go to Shepherd Nicholas over in the Temple of Ray. He must be wearing a Sigil of Fire ring. Tell him you wish to be baptized in fire. If all these conditions are met, he will show you the way.
I've already bashed down the fucking door. It doesn't matter. Why are all these formalities required to enter the other part of Moonrise?
The port city of Moonrise has a long and dark history, and although Moonrise is not the place it once was, it still carries a bad reputation in this region. You see, Moonrise was once a transfer port for slaves. When slave trading was active, Barian giant folk were brought here in chains to be catalogued and shipped out to other provinces. Furthermore, the arrival of the mainlanders was devastated to native cultures of Wilderland. The Akadai were fiercely territorial and fought the settlers. They were driven south from these lands to Merkland. There were people who wanted to see Moonrise burn into the sea, and rightfully so. To protect the important financial and shipping industry, the local government created this screening process to be able to control who came into the city.
If Moonrise has changed, why is the screening process still used?
Established laws and traditions are a difficult thing to throw out. Many of the older business owners still favour the screening process to ensure only legitimate patrons are allowed into Old Moonrise. It keeps out the riffraff and troublemakers, they say, but if you ask me, it's the Old Moonrise can continue to operate outside the Commonwealth, laws of the land. I simply comply with their business charter, so I keep my tavern license.
So this is the normal way you can get into Old Moonrise, but we've already taken the back door, if you will, which is by bashing down that very, very high health door and then turning the tombstone. But we'll still have to do this to get the quest completed. The moon is no longer high. We're probably too late. Let's go see. I think you need to do it when the moon is there. We can just rest just to get it done.
I'd like to be baptized by fire.
Alright, lock melt and compress atmosphere are ours. Level 5 compress atmosphere. Level 5 lock melt. We can start robbing bitches.
Where should I begin?
Oh. You probably have to go to the other blacksmith. I didn't even grab the other. I don't know if I want to fuck with... fuck it. I mean, we're not going to use axes or bludgeoning weapons, but if we got a ton of extra gold at the end of the game, we might train them both up to 8, use the books, have them at 10, just so we can retire Ronstock from Eschalon as being this superior superior badass. This guard needs to fuck off. I'm trying to steal shit here. Oh, there you go. Keep going that way. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Well, he might have heard a crime, but he didn't see a crime. We didn't get very lucky there, but gold is gold. What did I train to so far? 2. And we better hang on to our gold for now. Armor's not that big a deal. That's kind of like something we're gonna mess with at the end. Once we get our invisibility spell, we'll be able to proper steal from all these people. But of course, right now, we can't just go stealing everything and anything. Fuck it, I need the money. We can definitely sell 1 sigil of fire. We don't need 3. I believe there's a 4th somewhere in the game as well. Oh, let's see if we can find some goblin dice. I want to see how gambling works with this guy. I must have reloaded there. There's the foraging book, probably. Yeah, we're gonna want that for sure. That's 2 free points in Divine. Grab that for later. I don't want to... I can wait on unarmed. Forget what the Ocular Codex does. Ocular Codex is spot hidden. I'm going to save my money on that one for now. You're rightfully, I don't know if are these the same books. They're named the same books as the second game, but I'll go ahead and read them read them again in this game in case somebody's watching this LP and didn't watch Eschalon 2 for some reason. And I don't even know. Maybe this text is different. I don't remember exactly. As you're rifling through the book of divination magic, a single page falls out. You pick up the fallen parchment and begin reading the passage written upon it. The single passage has a profound effect on your being, rendering the remainder of the book unnecessary. This does sound familiar. There's one major component that makes practice of divination magic possible. Do you know what that is? It's the glue that holds everything together. Every healing stone. It's the steel that bolsters every projective chant. It's the fire that boils the flesh from your enemies. The component is faith. Were it not for faith, there'd be no divination. If you doubt in your gods, then magic would not spring forth from your fingers. If you're unsure about yourself, there would be no healing, nor protecting, nor smiting. Pure faith is all you need to make miracles. And what of the atheist who rejects the notion of God? Yeah, we definitely read this. Their faith must then lie in the living world around them. The trees that sway, the deers that jump, the sun that shines, all the things that contribute to the life energy that binds us together. It is faith in the energy that gives the atheist practitioner of divination magic his abilities. And it gives us 2 levels of divination. Yeah, I don't want to read all these again, so if you haven't watched Eschalon 2, then you shouldn't be watching this. I can tell you that. And that's forging, so we will hang on to that. Just wanted to double check. We need to find the elemental book now to get our 2 points out of that. Alright, I got dice. Let's see how this works with gambling. Okay, so we can come here and double our gold, it looks like. So we're going to probably want to save up as much gold as we can before we double it, or just come to this guy at the end of the game. We lost, and he takes off. And then we die from his trapped chest. Thanks for watching.